Low bass under skin. Lights fade, we begin. The air tasting, body strong within. Your hand finds mine, no rush. The room vibrates a hush. Every move a crush, every beat a touch. Stay near, don't talk. The rhythm knows our walk. One pulse, one spark, lost inside the dark. On the heatline we align. Your breath runs into mine. No fear, no sign, just motion, just design. On the heatline we collide. Two hearts on the same side. The night's our guide, we float, we slide. Deeper inside. Eyes locked, nothing left. Bass fills the rest. Every move a test, every breath confess. The sound between us grows, where the fire slowly flows. Nobody knows how far it goes. On the heatline we align. Your breath runs into mine. No fear, no sign, just motion, just design. Still here, no wrong. The bass stays through the night. No wrong, no right, just heatline inside. The deep hours settle differently than the shallow ones before midnight. Something about the 3 and 4 a.m. that makes the ordinary feel right. Deep hours, mine too long. The hours when I'm most alone, and most myself, and most at peace with everything I can't release. Deep hours, warm and real. The only time I feel terrain. Deep hours, mine to own. The hours when I'm most alone, and most myself and most at peace with everything I can't release. Deep hours, warm and real, the only time I fully feel. city doing its thing. Witness, that's everything. The witnessing requires nothing but attention and the patience of the long and slow, and something like devotion, the gradations of presence over time. Witness, that's the role, the quiet keeping of the whole. Witness dark and clear to everything that happens here. Witness cold and wild to the city from inside. The window and the street below, the particular amber glow of the city doing this thing. Witness, that's everything. The city doesn't need a witness, it proceeds either way. But the witnessing has its fitness in the particular display of one person paying attention when nobody else is. Witness, still here, still watching. The city appreciates it. Probably. The city appreciates it. Probably. At the hour when there's no one around, shadow walk, soft and slow. Only I know where I go. I live inside a blue radius of everything I call my own. The circle of my daily status, the orbit I have always known. Blue radius, soft and mine. Everything inside this line. After the signal fades to static, after the frequency goes low, something settles, something automatic. In the quiet only I know how to use. After the signal, just the hum, the sound of everything to come. After the signal, soft release, everything finding its peace. After the signal, cold and white, everything the static provides. In the space where the transmission ends and becomes the condition of the honest and the clear. After the signal, this is here. I've been searching for a cleaner frequency, one that doesn't cut or scratch. But after the signal there's a residency in the static I can actually match with my interior. After the signal, just the hum, the sound of everything to come. After the signal, soft release, everything finding its peace. After the signal, cold and white, everything the static provides. In the space where the is here. After the signal, just the warm static, more honest than any broadcast. I live here now. Soft and long, finally where I belong. The after, this is mine, on the other side of the line. The after, warm and white, everything the storm left inside. To the after, more than one hard thing, and found a kind of laughter in what the after brings. After, this is mine, on the other side of the line. After, warm and white, everything the storm left inside. And the after, the quiet after, this is the good part. There's a carbon blue above the city, where the smoke meets something like a star. Not quite beautiful, not quite pretty, just the sky for what and who we are. Carbon blue, that middle shade between the night and what we've made. Carbon blue, neither dark nor light, the color of an ordinary night. Carbon blue, this is where I live, and everything I take and give. I've made my peace with in between, with the colors that don't have a name, with all the shades that go unseen, between the different and the same. Carbon blue, that middle shade between the night and what we've made. Carbon blue. I exist is in the small and daily things. The coffee cup, the morning mist, the quiet hum of what life brings. Ambient proof, soft and real, evidence of what I feel. Ambient proof, I am here, and everything that I hold dear. Ambient proof, low and wide, present on the inside. Comfortable strange is what I've made of everything that used to frighten. The gradual and the persuade of the unfamiliar to enlighten and become the familiar. The comfortable strange mind to own, the most habituated of the unknown. The comfortable strange, dark and clear, everything that's settled here. The comfortable strange, cold and wide, everything that lives inside that used to be the difficult, that slowly became the ritual of the preferred, the strange made comfortable, the range of the habituated self. I've been making the strange comfortable since the first time I chose the harder, the more particular and honorable path of the particular order of the self that I prefer. The comfortable strange mind to own, the most habituated of the unknown. The comfortable strange, dark and clear, everything that's settled here. The comfortable strange, cold and wide, everything that lives inside that used to be the difficult, that slowly became the ritual itself. The comfortable strange took years to make comfortable, worth every year. Comfortable disappear from things that have run their particular course. Not the dramatic exits and wings, but the quiet and the remorse, free dissolving from the present. Comfortable disappear, mine to do the most practiced thing I knew. Comfortable disappear, dark and clear, the most graceful version here. this thing I knew, comfortable, disappear, dark and clear, the most graceful version here. Comfortable, disappear, cold and wide, the art of stepping to the side of whatever is proceeding, without the drama or the pleading, for attention on the exit. Comfortable, disappear, perfect. Comfortable, disappear, already half gone. The room doesn't notice the most successful disappearance. No trace. No trace. The empty seat beside me on the late train home is mine by the proximity of the particular zone of space I hold around myself. The empty seat, mine tonight. The empty seat feels right. The empty seat, dark and wide. The empty seat, step aside. The empty seat, mine tonight. The empty seat feels right. The empty seat, dark and wide. The empty seat, step aside. Most people look for the empty seat to fill it. I look for the empty to keep it. The particular feat of the always having plenty of the space beside me. The empty seat, mine tonight. The empty seat feels right. The empty seat, dark and wide. The empty seat, step aside. The empty seat, still empty. Late train, last carriage, mine. You never said you'd stay forever. You just stayed a little long, and I was good at almost never getting used to feeling wrong. Almost yours in the dark, almost real, almost art. You were close enough to touch almost everything, almost too much. comes in at 5 in the morning, finds me where you left me cold. I stopped believing in the warning, signs I should've known to hold. Almost yours in the dark, almost real, almost hard. You were close enough to touch, almost everything, almost too much. I don't need you to come back, I just need the night to last a little longer, a little darker, a little closer to the past. Almost yours. Almost. Almost yours. Almost yours. Glass city at the edge of sleeping, when the lights go amber one by one, the city slowly starts its keeping of the quiet after everyone. Glass city, fragile and clear, the most honest when there's no one here. Glass city after dark, just the neon and the empty park. Glass city, yours and mine, when the ordinary becomes fine. I walk the glass city slowly, when it's emptied of its daily self. Something briefly, softly, holy, in the city being by itself. Glass city after dark, just the neon and the empty park. Glass city, yours and mine, when the ordinary becomes fine. color change to gray and black, and the neon leaves its stain of amber on the wet road track of the particular street. Monochrome city mine tonight, the truest version of the light. Monochrome city, dark and real, the most honest way to feel. The city stripped of its color, nothing brighter, nothing duller, just the contrast and the form. The monochrome is my norm. I see the city best in rain, when the saturation drops, when everything's reduced again to where the honest image stops, at gray and black and amber. Monochrome city, mine tonight, the truest version of the light. Monochrome city, dark and real, the most honest way to feel. The city stripped of its color, nothing brighter, nothing duller, just the contrast and the form. The monochrome is my norm. Monochrome city, after the rain, the only version I trust. Where I go when the room fills up is a particular interior place, not a physical. The cup and saucer place, the space inside the self that stays available. Where I go, only I know the interior address below. Where I go, dark and clear, the interior version of here. Where I go, cold and wide, the destination deep inside. When the exterior demands too much, when the social and the such of gathering requires the retreat. Where I go, that's complete. I've been going there for years, in the middle of conversations, in the middle of the cheers of whatever the celebrations required my body to attend. Where I go, only I know the interior address below. Where I go, dark and clear, the interior version of here. Where I go, cold and wide, the destination deep inside. is complete. Where I go, still there. While this is happening, always partially there. The dual residency of the interior.